Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So with the previous video talking about an awesome week, I'm gonna share with you now how I center myself in the morning, right? So I'm a morning person, like literally I found that about myself. I'm a morning person, and that's simply because I have enough sleep. Like, you can take anything away from me, but you cannot take away my sleep. I will sleep in front of you while you are talking. That's just who I am. So I'm an 8 hour, full 8 hour girl, sleep, 7 hours sleep, 6 hour. That is like, dire situations, but I'm an 8 hour girl. And that's possible. You can have 8 hours of sleep, guys, and still be productive and still do the thing that you want to do. So I literally wake up, and the first thing that I do when I wake up, obviously you pee, and after that I bath. So on any day, any time, any week, whatever happens, from the moment that I wake up, I go bath. I have tried not to. I have tried to do other things before I bath, but I eventually feel tired, especially during the weekends, because then I have time to go back to bed, or I have time to be slower in my productivity. So I've found that to not work for me, to wake up and do other things before I take my bath or my shower, really depending on my mood. Like, literally, there are mornings I wake up and I feel like I'm just gonna shower. There are mornings where I wake up like I want to soak myself. But normally that happens on the weekends, where I went to soak myself, but in the morning it's a quick shower, we out, right? After that, I just put on lotion, I put on my deodorant, and I literally cover myself with a towel. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will see my mornings and how I have my cappuccino. I'm always tied in either my morning gown or just my shower towel. And the reason for that is because I don't want to make a lot of decisions before I center myself. So I don't want to be thinking a lot. So if I have to bath and I have to put on some clothes, or I have to get ready, then already my mind is working. So I'm trying so hard. That is why I really commend the people who just get out of bed and can literally go straight into work mode, right? But with me, I have to shower. Like, there has to be water in my face, something has to happen. And then only I put on my lotion. I'm repeating myself now. Put my lotion, and then I go to take a seat. I switch on the kettle for my cappuccino that I have every morning. I love it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's the ready-made one, just a sachet, and then just put in your cup, put in hot water, and then I sit down. Literally, I have that cup of coffee. You can call it cappuccino, coffee, whatever you want. And then I literally sit. I don't do anything, and I took this thing of centering yourself and having silent time in the morning. I took it from the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. I think it's by Newman. I'll get you the author's name right in the comments below, in the comment sections below. But The Power of Positive Thinking, I know that's the heading, that's the title. So I literally just have it can be 5 minutes. So if I have time, like on weekends, obviously there will be 30 minutes, or it may be 15 minutes, but normally it's just 5 minutes in the morning on a day-to-day. And I just have that. I don't do anything while I'm having a cup of coffee. I don't read, I don't use my phone, I don't talk, I don't do any other thing. I just keep quiet and I just have that coffee. And usually the coffee finish just too soon. Like, whenever I'm about to have the last cup, I realize that, oh, it's over, it's no longer there. And that just shows you how much I'm really getting into who I am. And then this doesn't happen in a very linear way. Like, it's not a process that is set on stone, but it's either I will start journaling, or I will then read my Bible. So I do the two either together, or one morning I will start with my journal, the other morning I will start with the Bible. So it really depends. I don't know on what, actually, but I do those things every morning. And even with that, it's not the same. Some mornings I really don't have much to write. It's just my gratitude. I study the Bible. I write my affirmations. And my affirmations is like literally just 5 of them. I've got nothing to fear, I've got nothing to hide, I've got nothing to protect, I've got nothing to prove, I've got nothing to defend. This is who I choose to be. And then I have my 5 gratitude things that I'm grateful for. So I'll be grateful for my car, I'll be grateful for hot water, I'll be grateful for my phone, I'll be grateful for electricity, I'll be grateful to be living in South Africa. Like literally anything I can think of that day, I just write my gratitude, and then after that I study the Bible, I do some Bible study, and then I do my prayer, literally, and that's when I actually go back to put on my clothes, do my lunch, and then I leave. That's actually my morning routine. And that part, if I don't do it, I promise you guys, I feel it, I see it, I hear it, I smell it. I do try to do it in the car. Like whenever I'm very late, I try to like center myself in the car. It's not the same. I try to center myself when I get to work. After I park out, but it's not the same. It doesn't. It's not it. It has to be done at home. It has to be done before I leave the house. It has to be done in that solitude moment for it to be very effective. And I can promise you, the results are the results are godly. Like the results are from God. The results are sovereign. The results are sacred. Like I don't know what being centered in God and having a morning routine does, but it just makes you be centered throughout the day. Like you just feel God, Wamudra, like you feel Him in your life every single day, you know? And the more I do that, the more I feel less worried. Honestly, the more I feel that I really don't have to worry. Like God has taken care of the stress or whatever that I was thinking about. Oh my goodness, how am I going to figure this out? Oh my goodness, this client. You know, sometimes you wake up and you're on your way to work and there's just a message that comes in on WhatsApp, and you see, oh, it's a client, and you're like, oh my goodness, what now? You know, you're not scared anymore. You know, when God says, do not be distracted, do not be discouraged or dismayed, I have personally went forward for you. That's literally what happens when you center yourself every morning. Commit to that. Find time with that. Promise yourself that. I also have a letter that I've written to myself. I read it in the morning. I don't read it all the time because it takes time. You know, I don't read it every morning. So the mantra has different aspects to it. Like some mornings I read that letter, some mornings I don't. Some mornings I journal, some mornings I don't. You know, so it's not it's not set and stone like I said, but there's something to it every day. There's something to be done every day in that time. So whatever time it takes you, you know, you just have to make sure that you have that morning to yourself. You have that morning that you promise yourself that you will practice, and it's practice. So even if you're not going to work, even if you're not doing anything that week or that day, but try to get in the business of having a morning routine like that allows you to center yourself, that allows you to connect, and I promise you, you will see God's sacred hand just over your life, guys. Oh my goodness, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, like and subscribe and comment, and I wish you a beautiful morning routine.